Check out the forecast. Dylan, good morning.
Good morning, guys. We do have some wet weather, and going into the weekend, that's going to move into the East Coast. But for right now, across western Kentucky, western Tennessee, lots of cloud-to-ground lightning, lots of torrential downpours. In fact, back through Missouri, too, we do have this flood watch in effect. And these little areas of red here where we have those flash flood warnings. The rain is just really, really heavy. It's not, the ground doesn't have enough time to absorb it, so it leads to some of that flash flooding. It's this frontal system that's slowly creeping to the east. So as we go into tonight, we will start to see those showers move across central Kentucky up into Ohio. And then going into the start of the weekend, unfortunately, not really a beach day on Saturday from the mid-Atlantic stretching down into Virginia and North Carolina. But we will start to see some improvements as we go into Sunday. So Saturday's not really the beach day, but Sunday is. Today, though, we certainly are going to see that heavy rain take hold all day long in this area of the country, back through the Midwest, where we could end up with about 3 to 5 inches of rain. That's a look at the weather across the country. We'll get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds. And that's your latest forecast. And Garrett, it's very nice to meet you in person.
Yeah, this is great.
Let's just do it live on TV.
I think we can. Yeah, that's good. Well, thank you for being with us. And just ahead now, the July 4th travelers have rain on their wedding day.
I never thought I'd be making that kind of forecast, but it could be okay. I don't know. None of us are invited, so I don't see why we even care. So,
Anyway, there's still time.
We've got some extreme heat down across Texas. This heat dome, this area of high pressure, this sinking air just keeps this heat locked in place. We also have moisture streaming in from the Gulf, so that just adds to the humidity. Wichita Falls will feel like 105 today. Little Rock will feel like 98. Atlanta will feel like 93. And then tomorrow we're going to continue to see the heat spread up into Nashville. Highs in the 90s, heat indices into the triple digits. Roanoke will feel like 91 tomorrow. Columbia will feel like 104. And we are going to tap into some of that heat as we go into next week for the mid-Atlantic area, where we'll get up into the upper 80s and lower 90s. But back through the Midwest and the plains, we're going to stay in the 90s and the triple digits going forward, with that humidity sticking around as well. So just dangerous heat during that middle of the day. So you want to stay inside, stay hydrated, stay in the AC when you can. We also have the flooding potential today back through the Midwest. This is going to be a concern all day long. Some isolated severe storms could pop up across the northern Rockies. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window. What happens when the water just can't drain? It just piles up, and that's what leads to the flooding and the flash flooding that happens just so quickly when you have these heavier downpours. Through central Missouri right now, through western Kentucky, western Tennessee, that's where the heaviest of the rain is falling, and that's going to be the trend through the next several hours. So we do have flash flood watches, meaning conditions are favorable for flooding to happen, and then your flash flood warnings means flooding is happening at that exact moment. Now, what's going on today is we'll have these rounds of thunderstorms that produce torrential downpours in a short period of time, and this area in light blue here includes all the areas that we do have under that flood watch, because if you get those thunderstorms, you do have the potential for some flash flooding. We also have the risk of some stronger storms developing up into Montana and down into Rapid City. And then here's that other area from Springfield, including Evansville, too, just north of Nashville, where we'll not only see those torrential downpours, but also the risk of inch or more diameter sized hail and wind gusts up to about 60 miles per hour. Now, we also have some dry thunderstorms happening out west, meaning you're getting the lightning without the rain. It's very, very dry because of the long-term drought conditions, and we're also looking for some gusty winds. So in this part of the country, out in Utah and stretching down into Grand Canyon and into Las Vegas, where we do have the very threatening, life-threatening fire conditions because of those dry conditions that could lead to fires spreading very rapidly. Garrett.
All right, Dylan, thank you.
And that's your latest forecast.
Best time in the morning.
You know, when you say the weather,
like
the weather's
fire.
I gotta fix my vocab.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that, because the teens watching right now think it's awesome weather, but
awesome.
it's fire weather. Literal fire weather. All right. By the way, he's awesome. He was on Jimmy Fallon last night. I don't know if you saw that.
That was
me.
That's a pretty good humble brag.
That's good flex.
At MSG, it's pretty good. Our coaches Riley Green and Queen Latifah.
Oh.
And it was a lot of fun, along with Adam Levine.
Is there any hazing that goes
calls him all the time, or AI Blake Shelton. So, but Riley's awesome. He's a great new addition, and his career's blowing up right now. It does remind us of what. Be sure and check out that conversation, because they're always great when you wake up on Sunday Today with Willie Geist. And of course, season 30, I'll promote now, of The Voice kicks off this September here on NBC.
Isn't that crazy?
We need you. Speaking of The Voice, we've got Melanie Martinez.
It's a good pivot.
And wanted to take a moment between the music to chat with Melanie Martinez, ladies and gentlemen. Melanie, look at your fans. They are unbelievable.
And it's inspiring, and I just want to do it for the rest of my life, so I'm just really grateful.
Yeah.
You've been playing songs off your new album.
Never. It's amazing. It's so good and
Now out here.
spooky, accurate.
You know your fans love you, right? I mean, they know every word. The signs out here are actually really touching. There are people saying you saved their life. Does that sink in?
I mean, I'll start crying. Like,
Does it make you emotional?
Of course. Yeah. So.
All right. You ready to sing?
I am.
Can we give a shout out to your band and your dancers too? We appreciate them
Oh my
waking up.
God!
They look
Everybody,
amazing.
please. This is literally family to me. So everyone, really loud applause for dancers and band, please.
Why don't you just keep... So Melanie broke a little news. Elysium is part 2. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you regret saying it now?
No.
Okay.
I'm glad I did.
Elysium. It was a great Matt Damon movie, but a dystopian time. So is that what it's? We're almost
Like
at
the
it.
name was a lot.
Check out Hades, though. Pick up that record. Thank you so much to you for being here. It's great to see you again. We're so happy for your success and to your band as well. So there you go. Melanie Martinez
Thank
back
you, everyone.
with you, right?
Yes, we've got more music with Melanie Martinez coming up in the 3rd hour. We're going to chat, too, a little bit more, so we can't wait for that. That's all coming up right after local news.
Give it up for Melanie Martinez!
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 3rd hour of today. I am Dylan here alongside our friends Laura Jarrett and Savannah Sellers. Thank you so much for being here. You guys
Ladies'
are helping
Day.
us out. I know, right?
It's always fun.
Ladies' Day indeed. Al and Craig are enjoying the morning off, so thank you so much for being with us on a Friday morning. The weekend is almost here, but before that, we do have a busy show to get to today, and we want to get right into the upcoming 4th of July holiday.
That's right. Millions of Americans getting a jump on the upcoming holiday travel rush.
It's been nearly 1 year since devastating floods in the Texas Hill Country took the lives of 28 people at Camp Mystic.
This morning, our friend and anchor Lester Holt is here to give us a preview of an all-new Dateline special that looks into what happened in the early hours of that July 4th weekend.
Yeah, in an exclusive interview, Lester sat down with 8 mothers who lost their daughters last summer about their grief and ongoing search for answers. Good morning. I find myself watching that as a mother, and I almost have to disassociate a little bit because it is so chilling to imagine what they have gone through and the pain so real even after a year of this. What struck you the most talking to them?
You know, it's always...
Has run Camp Mystic for decades, and they also lost their father, Dick Eastland. He died while attempting to evacuate girls that night. That family has faced some really tough questions from these families, but also from investigators, from lawmakers. And I know for this special, you also spoke with their attorney. What are they...
For your reporting, went to Camp Mystic. What was it like to be there?
It's kind of
We're
haunting.
looking forward to seeing it in full, Lester, and appreciate.
We're going to switch gears a bit and coming up into...
We're just 5 days into summer, and while the warm weather is here to stay, so are some common skin concerns. We're talking sunburns, heat rashes. We're going to tell you what we need to do to know how to keep our skin healthy this season. Here to help us is Good morning. Great to have you with us.
Good morning.
So this first one I'm going to ask you about has kind of bizarrely become this topic of conversation online, sunscreen. All of a sudden, there's a lot of misinformation out there. Teens are doing something called tan maxing, where they're
Just link off right now, Dr. Lamb.
our little sunglasses.
We don't naturally get tan. I don't understand.
Laura loves the pool.
Let's look at these points. Let's look at these points. All right, so what's happening? The reason why you're still getting tan is people are often not using enough sunscreen. For your face, it's 2 finger widths. For your entire body, it's a shot glass. And they often are not reapplying as much as they should, especially if they're outside, you're with your kids, your vacation. You're not reapplying. You forget, you're having fun. And then don't forget those areas that are so vulnerable. So neck, ears, tops of feet, also for men in particular, scalp. And make sure you have a buddy, a friend, something. Yeah, even one of your kids can apply for you. Yeah.
Although then it's all
family
streaky.
affair. Yeah.
What if you do get a sunburn or kids get a sunburn? I mean, how do we...
Yeah. So if you
Come
do
back from
happen to also can take some oral anti-inflammatories like Motrin. You can use some nice cooling gels. There are many things on the market to really help soothe the skin. And then hydrate. Don't pop the blisters too. Sometimes, again, God forbid, I'm just saying.
I feel attacked. I just want the record to reflect. Heat rash, though, is different, obviously, from sunburn, but still very common.
That's a little bit look like bumps. That's when those glands that are releasing the sweat are getting trapped. You're often getting overheated. So with that, wear loose clothing to prevent that. Use those cool compresses and avoid thick creams if you're going to be very sweaty.
All right, let's switch off of the sun stuff and talk bug bites. I am very paranoid about ticks, but also mosquito bites. Just like what do we do to try to soothe ourselves and not, scar or scratch, stuff like that?
Yes, definitely. So you always, as far as prevent oral Benadryl or oral antihistamines, but that topical Benadryl, many people actually get an allergic contact dermatitis to that.
What?
So stick to
an allergy to the Benadryl?
Cortisone. That's going to be your best friend.
What about calamine lotion?
Calamine lotion is a good one. Yes, you can still use that one. Still use that one.
My kids are always falling, scraping. They've got sand, just dirt in all their cuts. What's the right way to take care of that?
The biggest thing, so there's a huge misconception that cuts need to actually get air them out. They need to stay moisturized. That's your best way to prevent them from scarring. Yes. So
you actually want moisture.
You want moisture. That's going to prevent scarring. You can use some hydrocortisone. You can use a little bit of Vaseline or petrolatum, as well as, I love that, Aquaphor, as well as a topical antibiotic, but keep it covered. Wash it daily, keep it covered, and wash it immediately.
What about squirting the peroxide?
That's actually bad. I'm glad you're asking me. Peroxide, alcohol. Don't do those. So don't do those. Soap and water.
There was a time that we would all just pour a
bottle. If it burns, it's good.
Yes. You wanted to see that.
Exactly. If it burns, you're really cleaning it.
Soap and water. Soap and water.
My mom took vodka and dumped it.
Oh no.
We were on vacation and it's all she had.
Yeah. Okay. She was trying. Again, no judgments now, Mom. We're good. We're good. We've forgiven you. But soap and water.
Okay. Great tips. Thank you so much. For more of Dr. Lam's advice on treating heat rashes and more, head to today.com for the expert tip of the day.
Just ahead, we're
back now with our series Food for Thought. And this morning we sent Savannah on a sweet assignment.
We sure did. I was lucky to get to do it, y'all. Poor me. That's right. I went on a field trip to meet the incredible women behind the startup cookie brand Feels Good. They showed me what happens when you mix passion and friendship into one storied brand. We've been eating them through that whole story to retail stores soon, which will mean that you can go get them at, some of your favorite places.
I love the family legacy that she's keeping alive.
Yeah.
So great.
No, it is so great. And the flavors, again, there's this oatmeal raisin one. There's the Focus.
So great. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it.
Coming up, the sensational Melanie got one out.
And Saturday today. You can get both.